Berta blocked, Arsenal board rejects £70 million bid for Gyökeres despite Berta's approval. Arsenal's pursuit of Swedish sensation Viktor Gyökeres has hit a dramatic standstill, as internal disagreements stall what appeared to be a near-complete deal. Sporting Director Andrea Berta, who had worked tirelessly behind the scenes to push through the signing, is reportedly stalked after the Arsenal board pulled the brakes, refusing to meet Sporting CP's final demands despite Berta's full endorsement of the £70 million package. Berta, appointed to inject elite decision-making and aggression into Arsenal's transfer strategy, believed the fee was both fair and necessary. The 26-year-old striker had a phenomenal season in Portugal, scoring over 30 goals across all competitions. With Arsenal in desperate need of a clinical forward to lead the line next season, Berta had identified Gyökeres as the perfect fit. Personal terms were all but agreed, and medical arrangements were even being prepped before the dramatic boardroom reversal. The crux of the issue lies in the board's reluctance to commit to the full financial package. While Berta argued that Gyökeres' profile justified the investment, Arsenal's executives were wary of spending big on another player from the Portuguese league. They remain haunted by past big money moves that failed to translate in the Premier League and are concerned about breaching their new internal financial controls. Sources within the club suggest there's growing tension between Berta and certain members of the Arsenal board, particularly those more focused on sustainable expenditure. Berta had reportedly secured a structured deal that would see Arsenal pay an initial £55 million with £15 million in add-ons. Sporting were ready to accept, but the board viewed the add-ons as too easily triggered and the total fee as excessive in a summer of multiple priorities. This internal clash has left Mikel Arteta frustrated as well. The manager had given his approval for Gyökeres weeks ago and viewed the Swede as central to his summer rebuild. Arteta is said to have been briefed that the transfer was in the bag earlier this month and has now been blindsided by the sudden breakdown. The Spanish coach is believed to have sought urgent clarification from the club's hierarchy. For Berta, this episode has already raised questions about his influence. Tasked with executing decisive deals and outmaneuvering rivals like Manchester United and Chelsea, he now finds his authority undermined before the window even hits full gear. Having successfully negotiated favourable terms with Gyökeres' representatives and Sporting CP, he is now left in limbo by a hesitant boardroom. Gyökeres, for his part, is growing impatient. While he has been flattered by Arsenal's interest and intrigued by Arteta's project, the prolonged delay has opened the door for other clubs. Manchester United and Chelsea are said to be monitoring the situation closely, with United's new boss Ruben Amorim especially keen on the Swede, who he coached last season. If Arsenal aren't careful, their indecision could cost them their top striker target. Fans have not taken the news lightly. Social media has been flooded with outrage, with many calling the board's decision short-sighted and embarrassing. After years of improvement and renewed ambition under Arteta, many supporters feel the club must now act decisively to bridge the final gap and compete for major honours. Losing out on Gyökeres due to penny pinching would feel like a step backward. What's even more frustrating for the Arsenal faithful is that the deal appeared to be a rare example of a top-tier signing done efficiently. Berta had moved quickly, worked in coordination with the player's camp, and maintained constant dialogue with Sporting. For all of that to unravel at the finish line due to internal misalignment is a scenario fans had hoped was behind them in the post-Wenger era. As it stands, the Gyökeres transfer is not dead, but it's now teetering on the edge. Sporting are growing increasingly skeptical of Arsenal's seriousness, and unless a revised offer is submitted soon, they may choose to reopen talks with other suitors. Berta is believed to be pushing for one last attempt, possibly by tweaking the add-ons or increasing the base fee marginally to secure board approval. This debacle could have deeper implications beyond this summer. If Arsenal continue to stall on decisive deals, they risk damaging both their reputation in the market and the working relationship between Berta and the board. In a summer where rivals are strengthening aggressively, hesitation could cost the club dearly. For now, all eyes are on North London. Will the board back Berta and land the striker Arteta so desperately needs, or will they let caution override ambition, watching Gyökeres slip away and leaving fans once again asking what might have been? The clock is ticking and the pressure is mounting.